Hello, Circuit here. Previous video, I mentioned a comment about getting infinite gold on turn 11. And I think I mentioned that I wasn't going to make a video on it, but it kind of happened again, so I thought might as well make a video before anything gets patched out. Um, so I'll be showing that in a moment. I do have to mention some disclaimers before. In previous video, I mentioned some pets' names wrong. So I think I mentioned llama instead of alpaca, monkfish instead of blobfish. It just kind of happens. I mean, that was my first video. You usually don't say pet names out loud, but yeah. Um, this build also has some RNG involved, which I'll mention as the turn comes around. And there's gonna be a lot of mistakes here and there. I usually play pretty fast. I also have like a podcast on the side, usually just listening to it. It's also infinite gold, so turns take very long. So I don't wanna spend a long time on like one turn and lose by bad RNG. So yeah, that can happen. Also note that it will be on hard mode now. I did finish getting all my normal ribbons earlier this week, so I swapped to hard mode. And yeah, that's should be everything. Let's go to the replay. Yeah, there's some fun replays I do have here, but yeah, the naughty balls, amazing name. Yeah, it's usually just for farming hard ribbons, as I said. The game we're gonna be watching here is this one, the Nesty Stinkers. Yeah, I'm getting some interesting names. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So before I start anything, I'll just quickly show the team here. I will be putting import code in the description again. There's some things I have in here, like the bet build. I usually don't bring the bet build because I just don't like playing it, but I did bring it just because on hard mode you kind of need everything you can get. So it's either I go for Cyclops or I go for bet, which one I kind of get first. But yeah, other than that, the build is relatively similar. It has the bet build, which is new, the work build, which I need the achievement for, and yeah, all that. So let's get started. I will be putting it on fast mode. This is probably a long game. So turn 1, a nasty singers. Turn 1, I put the moth forward to get the 3/3 stat. I've been almost always grabbing this card. It's this pet, sorry. It's really good. Okay, continuing on, your typical early game start. Bunyip is also surprisingly very strong. I don't think I really used it this game. I already forgot, but we'll see. Here, Moth just pretty much counters Goose because of the attack order. And then here's our turn 2 shop. I choose the weakness over the rock, which makes a lot more sense since our teams are kind of low HP. Here I buy the pug and a dog for now. I kind of mistook a gold. I thought I could buy one more here, but I didn't realize that was a shop reward. Just order it so these 3, I think, no, these 2 get the weakness. And we do get lucky and win that one. Usually on hard mode, you can lose tempo early on. Or no, you gotta get tempo early on, just so you can kind of reserve some HP. So that's kind of the thing I'm going for here. Here, I get lucky and find a duplicate. So next turn, we can go for a level up. Go for the shop reward. Again, put the low HP stuff on forward to get weakness. Okay, and here we choose our hard mode toy again. And this turn is important because we can start looking for Cyclops. Here I choose the highest damage. We find our first Cyclops. And I pill my first Anteater. I really like grabbing capybaras, so I go for that. I don't find anything too good here, so I just grab the stork and move on. Okay, that's interesting. It should, oh yeah, it shows fine here. And I do believe, yeah, I kind of expected to lose this one. 2 unbuffed capybaras, it's just, or 1 unbuffed, but like very weak. here I find an interesting combination. Just grab that, lock, and move on. And I'm kind of expecting to lose this one also, since we're still pretty weak. And I kind of forgot that this happens first before start of battle. But we did go against the weak team, so I luckily won there. Okay, and then this is also an important turn because we can start looking for Cyclops just from rolling instead of level up rewards. Here I go for level ups right away just to see if I can find a llama. I find nothing. I pill, maybe looking for something else. I also find nothing. So for now, I just say, I mean, might as well just end the turn here. And we'll see what happens next turn. And this should be a loss, yep. Very closely somehow. And we need to start looking for some Cyclops and other XP related words here. So we find Cyclops and a Blowfish. And we find another Cyclops. This is very good. It's also buff stat by 2 capybara, so it's very strong. I believe I buy the Blowfish here, yeah. And Blowfish is good because it just works really well with Cyclops on board for temp. Here I let the Ogopogo buff it on the front. Suddenly we go against the bad team, and it's just kind of not possible to win this early on. So it's just minus HP. So I'm down to 2 HP now. It's getting a little scary, but we do have 2 Cyclops, which is very good. I also find the pill here, which means I can start getting 1 level 2 and 1 level 1 Cyclops. So this is also good because as long as you have like combined to make level 3, you don't need a level 3, you can just have 1 and level 2. Any level of reward will just turn to tier 3. Sorry, level 3. Here I order it, so okay, it's a little buggy on the replay. But I believe I put the Quetzar here, just so the pug levels it up, and we get mana on the Quetzar. We'll see what happens. It's a little bugged. Yeah, there we go. Here I have the coconut, that's why I put the Cyclops on front, just so it takes care of the coconut. And we win that one, which is very good because we're very low on HP. We need everything we can get. And this is a very important turn. So next turn will be turn 11, which means we can start rolling for tier 6s. And one very important thing about Infinite Gold is we need to kind of get lucky on who we go against. And it's mostly because the Infinite Gold is very reliant on Anglerfish and Waffle. And you'll see why very soon. So we're kind of praying that our opponent has something good that'll let us that we can grab from Anglerfish and sell for more gold. And we get very lucky here. Our opponent has a alpaca. I think I said llama again earlier, but yeah, I'm an alpaca. He is a bad build, but he happens to not have any debuffer, so we win. Yeah, now that we know he has an alpaca, we know that our anglerfish value is gonna be crazy. So here I start setting up. For now, I just level an oyster to level 3. Okay, it's going a little too fast, but yeah. And here I start looking for another possible llama. I find another anglerfish. And I know that... So one thing about anglerfish here is I chocolate it first before using this on it. And that's because once it gets level to level 2, the Cyclops levels it. And we get 3 alpacas or 3 anything from it, right? And alpaca is very valuable in this build. You can kind of just farm a bunch of rewards from it. Here I locked the waffle. And I think in a little bit I was like thinking, why am I keeping this eagle? Just use it, get the level reward, and continue on. We find an oyster here. An oyster with the alpaca is very valuable. It's essentially extra gold. I did look for anglerfish there, but I didn't find it, so I just used the oyster. And I do find an anglerfish, but we don't have the alpaca trigger. So it just gets one trigger, and we move on. I unlocked the waffle, because I'm kinda desperate for money here. I need to find one anglerfish or oyster. And yeah, we're getting very low on gold, so I'm getting scared here. We do find the chocolate. And the crow. So here, I decide to use it on the crow first. And luckily, I do find angler, which is very good. So I just kind of need to pray for an alpaca here. We did get an unlucky start. Usually, it's very easy to kind of get started in infinite gold if you go against someone with any gold-related minions. I do get a little unlucky here. Don't hit the alpaca from the anglerfish. But even if you don't hit, any 3 minions you grab from level 3 anglerfish, you can triple and sell for 3 gold gain. Here I decide to level the alpaca to level 3. And this is also very good because we can rediscover 3 free minions from it. And finally we get alpaca again, which is very good. Now we can start spamming double alpaca trigger for instant level 3 on pets. So I use it on oyster first because I'm very low on gold. And the chain kind of continues. And more alpacas. And yeah, this is kind of crazy, right? Like a bunch of level 0 or 0 cost alpacas on board. You can start selling the out of trigger ones that are level 3 since there's really no way to renew them. That's kind of easy to do at least. And at this point, it's just same thing over and over. We look for oysters, anglerfish, more XP triggers. Here I just kind of start making space on the shop. One thing you'll notice is like stuff getting pushed to the right will eventually disappear unless if they're frozen. That's why I kind of try to lock everything that I know is good. But yeah, that is very important here. If something's not frozen and the shop gets pushed, like maybe like 2 more here, if this wasn't frozen, it actually get deleted from the shop. But since it is frozen, it doesn't. Here I find the Jevil, and it's already good enough to pretty much max anything when the Jevil is level 3. But you know, I decide to just keep going for fun, just to show that it is pretty much infinite gold. I think I did already prove my point here, considering how much tools I have left and gold left. But yeah, I just decide to keep going for fun. And like I did mention, it does kind of require some RNG on the opponent having a gold-related minion, or pet, I should say. So there's a few ways you can do it. If the opponent has, you know, any of the oyster, I don't remember if anglerfish, if you can anglerfish an anglerfish, maybe you can. But I guess oyster, like llama, even golden beetle, these 3 pretty much guarantee infinite gold as long as you kind of get the chain going. You can just kind of keep finding them and waffle them. But yeah, at this point I just have too much gold, so I'm just kind of rolling just to make sure, you know, I get the max money out of my stuff. Yeah, I'm just making space for the shop since it's gonna fill up to the max, including the discover here. Yeah, like I said, I just kind of lock everything. I'm gonna set this on fast again because, you know, this is a long turn. And yeah, it just kind of keeps continuing, as we'll see. We're at 21 triggers already. If I wanted to, I could go for, you know, up to 50 triggers, right? Because that means it's just maxing anything, or 49 triggers, but yeah. Yeah, now I'm just messing around at this point. And we'll just kind of keep watching. Yeah, there's another usage of Waffle to get more alpacas, which just kind of guarantees extra money gen. Yeah, the Cyclops is still a measly 15-14. I accidentally skipped the mushroom there, and I think I overkept the money there, but like, at this point it doesn't matter. And more chocolate. I probably just use it on the alpacas here. Yep. Another waffle. Plenty of money to continue this with. And sometimes I just ignore like the zero cost stuff because it's like, it's really not beneficial, and sometimes they waste an alpaca trigger. So I probably unfreeze the bets here and just, yeah, ignore it. Let it disappear from the shop. And I think around this point, I start realizing, you know, I should start building for like my endgame like board, right? Again, I am searching for hard mode ribbons, so I just need to look for some stuff I want. But yeah, this continues on for a good while. We'll just kind of keep watching it. Yeah, there I sold and wasted 6 gold, but it really doesn't matter at this point, right? Yeah, I just keep using mana pausing because it's like, I mean, I might as well. I have too much gold. And this thing's already almost maxing minions at level 1. More anglerfish. And I don't even know why I'm being efficient with like triggers at this point. Like I have too much gold. Finally, I find another devil, just so I can max it. But I just keep continuing, since it's gonna get leveled immediately. I want it to be maxed that for sure. I don't even know why I locked the eagle there. Oh no. No, nothing good from the waffle. Just roll away the shop. We don't need this. We don't hit again. I don't even know why I locked the eagles there. Oh, I guess I can do this, yeah. Once all the alpacas are out of trigger, I can't waste the triggers, so I just actually use the 0 gold. Triple. Yeah, here I realized, wait, I can just max it already. So there I maxed my devil, finally. It only took so long. Now we're slowly running out of gold. So I start, you know, actually thinking about setting up infinite gold again. I find the pill, luckily. Oh, my alpaca again. And find more triples. Oh, I should also mention, I'm gonna be saying triple because, you know, it is 3 minions of a type to get it to level 2. I guess it's like a habit I have from Hearthstone, but yeah. Anglerfish, and if I find llama here, you know, it's just kind of more gold. I don't find the llama. Okay, we're probably already at, yeah, 46 triggers. So like, I mean, any extra level 3 at this point is pretty useless, right? So I start making a lot of space to actually look for, you know, like the minions I'm looking for. Like, I just need the ribbons. I don't need to keep doing this. But we are also low on gold, so I do kind of need to, you know, watch out. And golden beetle is the same thing as oyster, gives 12 gold. Find another alpaca. Okay, it's a little, oh god, it's a little bugged. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that anglerfish is on the 3rd slot. Maybe when we sell it later, it'll get fixed. But yeah. Oh, there we go. It's fixed again. And more anglerfish. It seems like if I put my cursor on the left, it kind of gets bugged. Let's not do that. Waffle, chocolate, oyster. Interesting food choice. Then more alpaca, more oyster. So yeah, the chain continues, right? Okay, how long did I go for again? I think I did stop around this point, so hopefully we start seeing. Okay, yeah, I think it was around here. I'm pretty sure I used the service. Okay, no, never mind. See how long I go for. But yeah, like I mentioned at the start, I'm usually watching like a podcast on the side, so I'm like not too focused. So I don't even know like how long I go on for. There, I mushroom, a Jeffel, you know, just for late game purposes, right? The Jeffel's up to 30 mana now, just from me using the mana potion on it. I don't even know why I rolled there. Hey, please, is this the moment I actually stop? No, it's not. But yeah, like I mentioned at the start, if you do this, just go fast. It takes very long. Good thing is, if you do hit infinite gold from like getting a lucky opponent, it likely is a win. It's very hard to lose if you have like a maxed out Javel. Just make sure to mushroom your stuff, which I will be doing later to my minions. Okay, finally I start realizing, okay, like I've gone for too long, right? I don't have my service ribbon yet, so let's get the service one. Here I pill my Cyclops just so it's 50-50. I do waste the trigger, but it doesn't matter. And here I slow down finally. And we start looking for stuff I need. I do need a swordfish. Let's get that. And swordfish is just purely for ribbon. But it's also a good minion anyways, if it's maxed out. I put a mushroom on swordfish, which is funny because it'll get respawned as a 50-50. And golden beetle is always extra money if you have Jevil on board, because it'll be 10 attack always. And okay, I stop with Pixiu here, which is pretty much same as Hammerhead if it has mana, as long as it dies. And finally, okay, it's a little bugged. Finally, we end the turn with pretty much maxed out board. And yeah, it's quite hard to lose at this point. It is still possible to lose if you go against a very strong work team, right? Because I don't have any counter for those except the swordfish maybe. But yeah, here I just look for my ribbon stuff. I lock a basilisk, and I'm thinking of going for slime ribbon here. And since I'm on hard mode, I only need level 2 minions for the ribbon. So I decide, okay, this is good enough. Let's just set up for the endgame. I accidentally skipped that mushroom there, I believe. Okay, maybe I just didn't want... Oh yeah, I just want the triple slime for the ribbon. So yeah, we just move on. And basilisk, I really like. It's one of my favorite minions, just to have in the front in like the late game Jevil build, just because it'll counter some builds like just very easily. Yeah, finally we're at 9 wins. We just need one more win. I lock a Conpedo here just in case I lose, and I can go for another like maybe ribbon. The swordfish takes care of the pet, and finally we end the game. How long was that? Oh god, that was over 20 minutes, wasn't it? But yeah, there we go. That was infinite gold on turn 11, and maxed out Jevil. It had like 60 something cells. But yeah, I could have easily kept on going. I just decided to stop at some point because there's really no point after like 50 cells. But yeah, I thought that was a fun game I could show. Um, Before I end the video, I will just quickly show the other. Oh, the game's lagging. Wait, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll just quickly show the go-to on my other game just to show like how the team looks. But it should be very similar. Whoops. Yeah. Once I hit a certain tier shop, I start looking for Cyclops ASAP and Blobfish because it's just good tempo with Cyclops. And once you hit, well, it does rely on luck a little bit, but once you hit Gold Gen here, I go for Pixie Gold. I don't even think it died, but yeah, this kind of pop off. Yeah, that's. Hopefully, this is my last video. One thing I should mention is I think it is possible to get infinite gold on turn 9 if you go against someone with, like I said, like Llama, Golden Beetle, or Oyster. I think it's possible. It'll just be very RNG reliant. You just kind of need to already have level 3 Cyclops, right? And just go off with it. But yeah, that's it for this video. Probably next video won't be up until update. I don't even know what I could be really doing. I'm just farming hard ribbons, right? But yeah, that's all. Yeah, I might do a stream on my hard ribbon farming sometime. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.